Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Peter, my man, how's it going?
It's going better than Thursday.
Good, good. Why is it going better than Thursday?
Well, so I figured that I could fill you in because I went through quite a bit of your cold call prospecting course over the weekend. I made my mind up I was just going to slam the phones again. So I've been on 2 days in, and I figured I could give you guys actually some insight into a process based on your cold calling, because I've done a lot of cold calling in my day.
Yeah.
And I will say one thing. I think that your ejector seat, and I have a scenario for you I think we can just talk through. Your ejector button is probably one of your top things that I've seen you come out with recently.
Thank you.
I think it's really important. I think people don't realize how important it is. And I have a scenario that can show you why it's important that we can maybe talk through right now.
Can I explain the ejection seat for the newbies that haven't gone through the ECCP course?
Yeah. And then we can go through my scenario. And I'll
Perfect.
Why it's important.
Here's why I recommend ejection seat. And again, if you guys want to be Evel Knievel and ride that thing until you see the checker flag or God, be my guest. Put your foot down on the accelerator and maybe you'll be that car that goes around the track. I don't know. Maybe you'll also end up in a fiery crash. This is why I want you to eject. If I'm calling Peter for the first time, we have no connection. He doesn't know who the hell I'm calling. And he answers. Hello, right? I have about 3.4 seconds to get the hell my agenda served and off the phone before Peter starts making stuff up. I'm donating a kidney. The number one they all give, stepping into a meeting, not a good time. And the more you upset them, the more you run into, boom, a fiery explosion. And a fiery explosion sounds like this. Peter, we're all good. Take us off your list, right? Or I'm all set. And then the next time you call them, now they're just pissed off that you're calling them again. So the ejection is, hey, can I shoot you over a link to what we're doing so you can take a look when you have some time? Or some derivation of that. And then what you did is you put your own fire out that you started, right? Hey, wanted to reach out to you personally. You and I are connected on LinkedIn. Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Going great. Hey, I noticed that we're not currently helping your team yet. Can I shoot you over a link to what we're doing so you can take a look when you have some time? Yeah, absolutely. I was just getting ready to step into a meeting about donating a kidney. There's bees, there's hornets everywhere in my office. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. What's the best email for you? Right? And we're ejecting out of that. Because if I keep pushing that conversation, it's our first time talking. I'm fine with you pushing the conversation if it's your second, third, fourth time you've reached out to them and you guys have something going on. But if it's the first time, the likelihood of you getting them to talk to you and actually let you deliver an insight is about 2% of the time. 98% of the time, they're going to go, what is this call about? Take me off your list. I'm all good. So with that, sorry, Peter. Peter, give me your example.
Yeah, so maybe we can talk through this really quickly because this happened to me yesterday. So I have lists that I call, right? And one of the members that's on this list is a super high up finance advisor, and I work in insurance. And he never picks the phone up. I've left him voicemails before and all this, and I've snagged his cell phone number off his website. I've tried to get him on LinkedIn. Well, I called him yesterday, and lo and behold, unexpectedly, he picks up the phone. And I went straight, and I was like, all right, I'm going straight in, super, like, land the plane. And I was like, so-and-so, with agency. I manage the accounts here in Central Coast of Northern LA County. I wanted to reach out personally, raise my hand up, let you know if you have any questions or anything you need group medical-wise, I'm your guy. And I wanted to shoot you. And he said, he kind of stopped, and then he said, do you guys write in Florida? And I'm, of course, I don't eject, and I go,
good. Yeah, because he invited it, so you're okay not to eject.
Right, but he invited it, and he said, I'm really busy, blah, blah, blah. So he was already starting that thing, and I said, yeah, we rent in Florida. And he said, oh, okay, we have large group policy there, blah, blah, blah. So I get excited. Okay. And he had specifically said he was ejecting. You could tell he was ejecting.
Stepping into a meeting.
And he was like, I'm online right now doing some research with this thing, so I'm really busy, blah, blah. And then I said, okay, well, I'll shoot you my contact information over email, and we can schedule a time to chat. And he said, absolutely. And then I said, out of curiosity, what's going on? And he said, well, can you enroll a large group and I immediately went, oh yeah, you can use our license for Employee Navigator and Ease and blah blah blah, and he ejected himself, and I have not heard it was too much. It was like as soon as I sold him right there, I should have ejected myself and set the next step with the next call earlier.
Yep. Now you're still good. I want you to call him with an insight now. Call him today. Hey, we had spoke over the weekend. I was thinking about you. You know, there is something that's going on with group enrollment that everybody, or whatever it is that he referenced, that everybody's having to deal with. I just want to make sure you were aware of it. So now we're just going to get ourselves back into that conversation. And then I'm on my mobile.
I'm going to leave it a little longer. I like to give one of the insights I was going to give everyone is I think at least for me with prospecting, I like to have a bigger list, and I like to have what I call my base coat, because if you're leading with insights and you haven't laid your base coat, which is the hands up, and it's like painting, like base coat, then insight for me. And those base coats with your stuff is always raising my hand. I'm out here. Here's my number. Everything's super casual until. So I'm gonna leave him like another month or two before I leave with that insight, and I just ping him on LinkedIn and some other stuff. So.
All right, I'd maybe call him because it sounded like a big deal, but up to you. But you can't lose either way. You can't lose either way.
Well, I have already connected with him via LinkedIn since then.
Okay.
And some other stuff. So.
Okay.
But anyway, I figured that I should have.
Great job. Yeah, but no, you're doing great. You're doing great. If you like this video, I got you. I'm gonna hook you up. Click the link in my bio. I'm gonna give you the closing mini masterclass. It's normally $300. I'm gonna pay for everything. You're gonna close a lot more business. You're gonna make a lot more money. You're gonna have a lot more fun, and you're gonna be like, Matt Easton changed my life. And I'm gonna be like, yes, I did. Did we just become best friends? And you're gonna say, yes, we did. And then you and I are gonna be best friends, and it'll be great. So click the link in my bio so we can be friends, and you can close more business, and I'll cover all the cost. See you there.